Hello everyone, I'm the Gilded Gamer, and welcome back to another guide. This will be a guide for some of the more advanced machines in Mekanism. Now, this isn't all of them. Again, I'm going to do a lot of these mod guides in little short bursts. Now, let's get into it. First off, we have the electric chest, which is very easy. A chest that does need to be powered, but if you're playing on multiplayer, you can lock it. Now, for you don't have to enter the password every single time, but you can do whatever one you want. And so just make it password and password. There we go. And now, whenever someone other than me tries to open this chest, they need to enter the password first. Next up, we have the charge pad and the robot. Now, I just named this. You can change the name. I named it Steve after the basic Minecraft character. Charge pad, if you're standing on it, anything that requires power, such as armor or weapons, will be charged. Now, your little robot can do a few things. Teleport back to home, for which you will teleport back to this pad. Drop pick up, as in if I hit tree. Okay, here we go. Okay, throw that on the ground. Turn on drop pick up. Oh, whoops! Put that on the ground. Go. There we go. The little guy picks it up. So you can have him follow you as you're digging in the mines. So you have another little inventory. You can also craft, smelt, and use an anvil. Now, all of these use up power. You can also set them to follow. So as you walk around, come on, Steve. Oh, why isn't this working? I'm gotta get far enough away. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I accidentally broke this one. Well, he's supposed to follow you. Everything else you've seen work. It's just that I have... Yeah, here we go. There's the guy, so I can have him set to follow. And he follows. Now, out of what I can tell, it seems you can only have one to follow you. I had him set to follow, so the other one didn't work. Oh well. Now let's move on to some of the more machines, such as the precision sawmill. Now, I just want to say, all of the machines I have here, I put power upgrades in, so they're extremely fast, and I used, well, not the basic. This is the creative energy cube, which has infinite power. So, I just use that to make this easier. So, if I throw some wood in, now for every log you put in, you get 6 wood and 1 piece of sawdust. Now, sawdust can be used for a few things, and again, in other mod packs where they have other forms of sawdust, this will also work for it. And again, you get 6 planks for 1 log. So if you need a lot of wood, a nice sawmill is a good way to go. Next, you have the Osmium Compressor, which can create ingots for obsidian and glowstone. So if I throw the glowstone in, it can go right in, and as you see, you get glowstone ingots. Now, if we go into the mechanism, and here's one thing about the obsidian. You can't just go and pick up, oh, I have obsidian dust, so I'll just throw that in. It doesn't work. You need refined obsidian dust to make the obsidian ingots, which is a consuming process because you do need a diamond for it. So it is slightly consuming, but besides that, all you need is obsidian dust, which is easy to get. So that's how you get the refined obsidian ingot. Next up, we have the combiner, which is something I don't really understand why it is, but if you throw 8 of an ore dust, I use gold, and you have cobblestone power it, it'll create an ore block. Now, it's not like this ore block is anything special, it's just a normal Minecraft ore block. So you're using 8 ore to get 1 block. I don't know why this will be useful. You can only use this for ore and ore dust. I don't know why it's useful, because you can turn that into 8 ingots, and at most this can be turned into 4. So you're actually losing ingots. I guess in some mod packs, if you can't specifically turn dust into it, I guess it can work. But as of right now, I don't really understand. Next up, again, we had the pump and the pipe from the last review going into this, a rotary condenser. If you have water coming into this, it will create water vapor, which I then have going out into some later machines. But if you also plug this into a chemical injector, which we will go over in a bit, it can turn dirt into clay, which is very useful. Now, next up we have these chemical oxidizers, and you can make 3 things out of these. If you use sulfur, any kind of sulfur from any of the mods, they're all compatible, you create sulfur dioxide. You use salt again. Now, I use the one from Mekanism. I'm not 100% sure about the other ones because I kind of maxed this out. You create gaseous brine, which can be used for stuff later. Down the line. Not in this guide, but I will go over it later. And then if you get lithium dust, you can create lithium gas. Again, I'll go over that in a later guide. Next up, we have the electrolytic accelerator. Like I said last time, you have water going into it, and you have pipes going out into these. A chemical infuser, which if you have sulfur dioxide coming from your chemical oxidizer and sulfur, and then you use oxygen, you get sulfur trioxide. That is one of the ingredients you can get. Over here, you have, ooh, I am out of this. So if you get these, if you mix hydrogen with chloride, that's supposed to be chloride, you get hydrogen chloride, which can be pumped into a chemical injection chamber, which I will go over in a small bit. And last but not least, if you get the water vapor from over there and the sulfur trioxide, you can create sulfuric acid, which again, these will be used later down the line, but since I was going to go over the injectors and the chemical injection chamber, I decided to go over them now. But I will again go over them in a later review, or guide I should say. Now let's get to the chemical injection chamber. And if you put hydrogen chloride, it actually can do a pretty interesting thing. Now like I said, you need 4 dust to get to 1 ore. But if you get the ore and throw it into here, I have all these maxed out, you get 4 gold shards, which if you put down the line, 4 ingots. Now maybe putting 8 speed upgrades isn't the best to show you. Let's actually grab another ore block. Let's actually grab a whole bunch. So again, I have all of these speeds maxed out, so I don't have to worry about the power. But if you put one ore block into here, you get 4 gold shards, or shards of that ore. They turn into ore of that clump, the clump into dirty dust, clump into dirty dust into normal dust, and then dust into the ingots. So basically, instead of tripling as if you would have started in the purification chamber, you quadruple it, starting in the chemical injection chamber. Now let me actually take that out so this process can end. Now again, to get the purification chamber, all you need is oxygen from a standard electrolytic separator. But to get the chemical injector, you need hydrogen chloride from the chemical infuser. Now, for this to work, all you need is water going into an electrolytic separator, and over here we actually have brine going into this, which again I will go over another one that also makes sodium, which can be used for other uses. Now, I just want to get a lot of the simpler machines they can be used for out of the way, and in the next guide I'll go over some of the extremely advanced stuff that is still late game where you can mass produce items. Actually, while I'm here, let me actually go over the armor, because you can get a armored jetpack. If I actually game mode back into 0, you can have a armored jetpack, which is a jetpack that gives you the same as, actually gives you 6 pieces of armor. I believe that's the same as a diamond chestplate. And you have these free runners, which allow you to run up single blocks and will take away all fall damage, again at the cost of power. So these are 2 items that are really useful mechanism. To get the power, you need hydrogen for the jetpack, again just a simple electrolytic separator. So that's it for right now for this guide. Oh, whoopsie. I would like to thank all of you for watching. I'm the Gilly Gamer. This has been the Advanced Machine Guide for Mekanism. In the next episode, I'll go over some of the more advanced and some of the actual weapons, such as a flamethrower and the atomic disassembler, which is basically a pickaxe, but I actually can't get them to work right now, so I'll go over them in the next one. Again, thank you all for watching. I've been the Gilly Gamer. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye.